I think you're right about this potentially hanging over the visit next week. I think there's a couple of things. Number one is surely there's an ethics advisor or equivalent process that is going to be needed at some point, because there appears to be questions about exactly the nature of that relationship and Peter Mandelson's involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. And really interestingly, I thought was something about what Peter Mandelson's done. Peter Mandelson earlier this year, when asked about Epstein to the Financial Times, said it's an FT obsession and frankly you can all F off, okay. And yet by last night he's doing an interview with Harry Cole for his new show in the States that Harry Cole's got since moving over there, and he's talking about having deep regret and this being sort of long-standing deep regret, which is a real turnabout, right? Just because you're in a different job. And I struggle with this because I actually think Peter Mandelson, in so many ways, is the right person to be doing the job that we need at this time. And so I feel super conflicted on this because I'm really uncomfortable about the nature of the information coming out and the comments associated with it. But I think one of the biggest and most damaging aspects of this that I haven't seen anyone put the connection with is, if you remember, Peter Kyle, when talking about the Online Safety Act, made the connection between Nigel Farage and Jimmy Savile and talked about essentially saying that it put the stance that Nigel Farage was making about the Online Safety Act. He said something like, if Jimmy Savile were alive today, he'd be perpetrating his crimes online, and Nigel Farage is saying he's on their side. And that was supposed to be a number 10 sanctioned line of attack. Now, that is serious cake and eat it situation when you're then gonna, if this direct correlation between Mandelson and Epstein is made in a stronger way in terms of real evidence of dealings, that conviction that Epstein had, then that is a really serious wicket for the government to be sitting on. And I think that could end up being Mandelson's downfall.